Okay, hello everyone, I'm back again. The purpose of this video is not really to tell you about the Enfield number 5 or really discuss a whole lot about it. It's just about to talk about this gun here and maybe educate someone a little bit that doesn't know a whole lot about it. If you were to look at this gun, probably most people would say that, yeah, that's an Enfield carbine. That's a number 5 carbine, and that's kind of how I was when I bought this gun. I bought it from a pawn shop. I don't know, probably about 4 years ago, and it's just when I was getting into collecting and really kind of looking at military surplus military stuff. I mean, I'd seen some on Gunbroker and different things, and the price on this was just it was really low. And I mean, I ended up talking the guy down even more, and I mean, I got a really good deal on it. But it wasn't until I got the gun home and started looking at it and researching it more that I determined that this is not a true number 5 Enfield carbine. There's several things. I mean, it even had the sling there that came with it that sort of made it look authentic. And I don't know if this is a gun that somebody took and tried to pass off as a number 5, or if it was just made that way. I'm not sure, but it's had several modifications done to it. The first thing you'll notice, and I noticed this when I bought it, but there's no bayonet lug. Normally you would have a bayonet lug there. I looked, it looked like somebody kind of, soldered it off, welded it, did something to it, got grinded it off or whatever. But I mean, there's bluing underneath there, and you can't really tell. I mean, unless you look really, really close, you can really not even tell that there was even a bayonet lug there. And then of course, the top, fore end is missing, the wood fore end, and the barrel band there. And actually, the barrel band is what had the sling on it, so you can see that somebody's actually, put that extra sling mount there. I guess in to where the barrel band should have been there. You go on down and you look at the receiver, and a real number 5 carbine will have what they call lightning cuts. They'll have cuts into the receiver, and a lot of people say that that's what a lot of the soldiers that had them said that they had a wandering zero or they weren't real accurate, and most people think that that's probably why they weren't real accurate. Um, it had something to do with that. But you come on down, everything looks fine, and then you get to the bolt, and a true number 5, the bolt would be hollowed out. It would have a hole in it. And then also, the receiver would have less, it would have more material machined off of it, just to make it lighter, to make it a lot lighter. And you come on down, and I mean, the end is pretty good. I mean, it looks like the normal, end, and it's got the rubber butt pad, but then there again, somebody has, put an extra sling point onto there, and they've made it look pretty good, pretty authentic. But it's not. They've even put a number 5, and I don't know if you probably can't see because the lighting's not real good, but somebody actually stamped like a number 5 on the side of the thing there. It's real light, but it does have some other good markings on it, British markings and everything. But the one thing that I should have noticed, and when I saw this, I kind of more or less thought it was an import mark because I wasn't real familiar with the guns at that point. I'm sorry, my camera work is not very good, but right there on the barrel it says Santa Fe Arms Corporation, um, Jungle Carbine, property of Santa Fe Jungle Carbine, model 1943 standard, Golden State Armory. So, and it's roll stamped on the barrel, and that's pretty much a telltale sign. These guns, what they did, the Golden State Armory, they bought a bunch of these back in the, I guess, 50s. They bought a bunch of the number 4s and number 3 Enfields, and I guess they must have had some of the number 5s too, because the stock, I mean, I would think is from a number 5, but everything else, they cut down the barrels, they put a flash hider on there, and they more or less sporterized them, to sell it on the commercial market. and they called them jungle carbines. And I've tried to look back and look at some of the catalogs to look at them, and I've never actually, in the catalogs, most all of them still have the bayonet lug. So that's why I'm kind of wondering what happened to the bayonet lug on this one, if that was done later on or if that was actually done there. And then also I don't know. I'm guessing they added the sling points and did most of the other stuff. Put it in there and put it together like that. And they sold it under the trade name of the Jungle Carbine back in the 50s and 60s. Golden State Arms Corporation, under the Santa Fe brand. Santa Fe, they marketed them as Santa Fe Jungle Carbine and Santa Fe Mountaineer Rifles, and they had other names for them. But most of them will have that roll stamp on the barrel, the Santa Fe, Arms Corporation, Golden State Armory. So, and I'm really not too upset about that. I mean, I like the gun. I mean, I liked it when I bought it. I am kind of upset that it's not, really a true, jungle carbine. I mean, I knew when I bought it, it probably had some stuff wrong with it, and obviously the fore end was missing and the barrel band, and um, and I didn't really know about the hollowed out bolt and some of the other markings on it. And it even had number 5 stamped in the side of it. But a true number 5 will have number 5 Mark 1, stamped in the side of it, and it'll be more of a detailed stamping, or an older looking stamping. This looks like somebody just took and just put like NO5 on the side of it, trying to pass it off as a number 5. But I hope this video helps you out. And like I said, I'm not really upset with the gun. I didn't pay very much for it at all. I mean, a couple $100. And I've shot it. I mean, I like it. It is a little bit heavier, probably than a regular jungle carbine. So the recoil is not as bad, as what you would think. And the accuracy really is not terrible. I mean, for the ghost ring sights and stuff, that it has. I mean, it's not really that bad. It is a fun little rifle to shoot. I mean, it's got the 10 round detachable magazine. That's always a plus. The only hard thing is it's kind of hard to get ammunition for it from time to time. But I mean, I don't shoot it a ton. But it's almost like my little ranch rifle, or I don't know what you call it, but it's just a short, handy, fun rifle to have. And like I said, I wish it was an authentic jungle carbine, but even at that, it's still a nice little gun. I mean, it's in good shape. The stock is just, I love the stock. I mean, it's not, it's weathered a little bit. It's dark, but it looks good. I mean, the bluing is good on the gun. Besides the few modifications that either the Santa Fe company or possibly somebody that had it before I did. I mean, there's no telling where it was and what happened to it, in the past 60 years or whatever done to it. But hopefully this will give you a little information. And there is a lot of good websites out there to tell you what the real differences are between, like if you're a real true jungle carbine. So I would say if you're looking for one, if you're interested in getting one, just research them, and I mean, obviously if you're out somewhere and they've got one and it's, like it was with this one, just an impulse buy. I mean, if you can get a good price on it, buy, you're going to be happy with it. But anyways, hopefully that'll help some people out and give a little bit more information, and hope you enjoy the video. Thank you.